The captains are at midfield awaiting the coin toss as we're counting you down to kickoff. A little over 3 minutes and 40 seconds away. And, JB, your keys to the game with JB's keys to the game.
All right, JB keys to the game tonight for the Hounds. Of course, offensively for the Hounds. I used to say, and we talked about it a little bit in the pregame show, the Hounds need to establish that run game. But, I know that's really kind of an important part of the offense. But I think tonight I'm just going to go ahead and buy in, just going to push the Elam button, like you said. And so for instant offense for the Hounds. So Hounds attack through the air, no doubt about it. And then number two, going to state the obvious right here. You can't win playoff games with penalties and with turnovers. So Hounds, don't need to turn the football over and can't, have a lot of penalties. So definitely limit the penalties and the turnovers. And then number three, defensively for the Hounds, make the Laker offense earn everything they get. No big plays, no surprises. Make the Laker offense earn everything they get. And then number four, we've said it all night long, and moving into the playoffs tonight, and the new season begins. Everybody is 0-0, so it's win or go home tonight from the Hounds. And, the Hounds need to kind of have that, I think, that championship mindset to make that journey to Kroger Field.
Fireworks going off as Corbin takes the field. Russell County won the toss, and they have elected to receive as the Lakers break through their spirit line down to our right and come across midfield. The playoffs are here, and
that's right.
Ready to go.
Yeah, fun time right here at Campbell Field. Of course, the Hounds, as we've said, have earned the right to get that first week, and then maybe if, take care of business that second week, and then again, maybe even that third week. So, man, a lot of fun times right here at Campbell Field for the Corbin Red Hounds football team. And first-year head coach Luke Sammons, man, exciting times to be a Corbin Red Hound football fan, and especially in exciting times to be, this Corbin Red Hound football team. So, man, the quarterback Cade Elam, his arm we'll just see how far his arm can take this Red Hound team as they move through the playoffs.
And speaking of quarterbacks, Russell County, they've got a good one. The senior Owen Loy, 69 of 121, 5 interceptions, 13 touchdowns. But watching him in warm-ups, talking about a guy that can spin the football around. I don't know how strong this receiving core is for Russell County. That might be the big difference here tonight as Noah Sama will look to kick off here, teeing it up at the 40-yard line. Looks like he'll close to the near hash, kicking from right to left.
Yeah, it should be fun. I think the Hounds, if you're the Corbin Red Hounds, Coach Luke Sammons, you want to get a fast start in this football game and kind of set the tone early for the Red Hounds in all three phases of football. So it'll be interesting to see, how the Hounds come out here. And, again, we've seen the Hounds' own field position all season long, so it'll be fun to see how the Hounds go on attack tonight as they start on the defensive side of the football.
Sama, the top-rated percentage-wise place kicker in Class 4A, 55 of 55, the only guy in 4A who remains perfect. Back deep for Russell County will be Leclerc, standing inside his 10, and Wills is the other deep man for Russell County. End-over-end kick, Leclerc takes it at the 10, middle of the field, and angles to the near hash and cut down at about the 22-yard line.
Man, big hit right there. Looked like trying to find number 20, 25, Tayton Cox on the big hit in special teams. And, man, you talk about we wanted to see the Hounds set the tone early. Number 25, Tayton Cox gets that big hit in kick coverage right there for the Hounds.
So it'll be first and 10 for Russell County from their own 23. Ball on the near hash, and the Lakers moving from left to right in this first quarter. Shotgun snap. Lloyd takes it himself across the 25, got a hole across the 30, and will be stopped about the 34-yard line. About a 13-yard gain there for Loy and a first down for the Lakers.
Cam Estep on the hit right there, but you talked about the quarterback, Loy able to throw the football. Well, we see him take off a little bit right there. And you look at the Hounds' big front four. You got Malachi Brown up front, number 50, Max Farmer, Jace Hatfield, and Eli Petrosky working hard inside to set the tone for the Red Hound defense.
From their own 34, ball on the near hash for Russell County, 2 wide either side. The long setback is Wills to the left of Loy. Loy takes the snap, looking to the near side.
There we go.
Almost intercepted. Making a break on the football was Nashawn Brooks and almost came up with a pick six.
Exactly.
He had clear sailing.
Exactly. We saw Nashawn Brooks get 2 pick six, on the season with 3 interceptions, but that was almost number 4. Nashawn Brooks makes a perfect break on the play and almost goes north and south in a hurry. But the Hounds reset right here on second down on defense.
2nd and 10 for Russell County from their own 34, bringing pressure off the edges. Loy has to step up in the pocket, and he loses his footing and falls down. A lot of pressure coming off the edge there from Petrosky, and then you also had Salmons on the left side.
Great job right up in there. The Hounds front four just doing their thing, and we saw all season long the Hounds turn it loose. Eli Petrosky, doing a great job putting pressure. Eli Petrosky has a lot of tackles on the season. I think 4 tackles for loss. So Eli Petrosky knows how to get to the quarterback.
3rd and 15 from the 29-yard line for Russell County. Pressure coming by Brown, and Loy can't get away from the second guy, which was Max Farmer, who hit the sack.
Man, that Max Farmer doing a great job as well defensively, and Loy, like you said, Jason, really good at sitting in that pocket and looking downfield. But the Red Hound pressure, and it's so good when you only have to rush 4, rush 4 right there. And so, like we said, Malachi Brown, Max Farmer, Jace Hatfield, Eli Petrosky, really getting it done up front for the Hounds defense.
Parker Riggins will be in punt formation for Russell County. E-step standing at about his 35. Low snap. Riggins picks it up, gets it away. End over end punt going to hit at the Russell County 49 and take a super Russell County bounce. But then, and it'll roll dead at the Corbin 34.
Yeah, Hounds catch the Lakers catch a good break right there. The punt hit right around, the 45 or 50-yard line, but you get a huge kind of roll right there off of this hard turf. So, Hounds reset, though, and you get the 3 and out, and Hounds offense on the attack right here, right about the Hounds 34-yard line.
9:57 here in the first quarter. Corbin's first offensive series of the night. Shotgun formation, 2 wideouts either side. Ball on the far hash. They'll move E-step in motion from right to left, and they'll swing it to E-step there to the far sideline. And it'll be hit at the 35 and dropped at the 36. Gain of 2 on the swing pass, and it'll bring up 2nd and 8.
Yeah, I think so. The Hounds offense really kind of trying to figure the way out right here. Looked at, the Laker defense. The Lakers come out in a three-man front with 3 backers, so it's a 3-3-5 look for the Lakers on defense as the Hounds, trying to figure it out right here on second down.
Shotgun formation, empty backfield, 3 wide here to the near side, which is the wide side of the field. Elam looking this way, now looking to the middle of the field, plenty of time. Now protection starts to break down. He rolls to the near side, throws across his body, has Simon complete at the 42-yard line of Russell County.
Man, just a great job right there, and you got to tip your hat, and you said it, Jason, to the big Red Hound wall, the offensive line, allowing, quarterback Cade Elam to look down the field, buy time, and Noah Simon able to kind of get free right there. But, the whole play set up really by the Hounds offensive line, providing protection for quarterback Cade Elam.
1st and 10 for the Red Hounds from the Russell County 42. Ball on the near hash, moving from right to left. Shotgun snap. Quick hitch to, I believe that might have been Petrosky, and it's incomplete. Good hit there by Russell County to jar that ball loose.
Yeah, exactly. Just a really quick pitch and catch out there to Eli Petrosky. Ball gets knocked loose, but, again, you just reset right here on second down. And, so far in this football game, Hounds have been, pushing that Elam button, hadn't done nothing to throw the football. So, really, Hounds on the attack offensively.
2nd and 10 for Corbin from the Russell County 42. Shotgun snap. hits the turf. Picks it up, does Elam, and he swings it over to Estep, trying to use his blockers, trying to dance around, gets across the 40, the 39, breaks free down the far sideline, and will be tripped up or inside the 25-yard line. A first down for Corbin, and give Estep a lot of credit of making something out of nothing right there.
Exactly, and the word that comes to my mind right out of the gate right there is patience. I mean, Cam Estep gets the ball out there, the little rocket screen to the right, and really just kind of buys a little time, lets the block set up, makes a few cuts, and it gets, again, just really upfield in a hurry. So, man, really good job right there by number 12, Cam Estep.
Ball on the far hash for Corbin from the Russell County 22. New set of downs to work with. Shotgun snap for Elam. Swings it over to Estep here to the near side. Breaks one tackle at the 25. Down to the 20. Twists down around the 12. Ball came loose at the end of the play, but they're going to say that Estep was already down.
Yeah, and again, you just get Estep the ball. You throw the rocket screen to the right on the previous play. You throw the rocket screen to the left, and you just let Cam Estep do his thing. Cam Estep coming to this football game, 47 catches, 825 yards, and seven touchdowns, averaging 17 yards a catch. So number 12, Cam Estep, knows what to do when he catches the football.
12-yard pass play there from Elam to Estep. Another set of downs for Corbin from the Russell County 11. They'll hand off to Stevens off the right side using his blockers. Gets inside the 10, maybe down to the 7.
Yeah, a good run in there, and I think the first run, if I'm not mistaken, by the Hounds offense, just hitting it up in there. Good to see, the Hounds leaning on the running game a little bit, making the Lakers, play it honest, not throwing the football every time. But, again, we talked about in the pregame show, you get quarterback Katie them on the field, you let him read the defense and do what he does. So, again, another good decision by the Red Hound offense.
Gain of 4 for Stevens, 2nd and 6 for Corbin. And the pass into the end zone, incomplete. Trying to look for Creekmore. And it looked like maybe Creekmore couldn't get to the football for the Russell County defender, but there is I thought maybe the penalty marker did come out here on the near side.
Oh, wow, it's on the Hounds right here. So, we saw the bump out there, in the receiver, in the route right there. But, man, going to go against the Hounds. So, Hounds going to get a little bit of a setback right here.
Illegal formation against Corbin. And so it will now be, looks like they're going to keep it at 2nd and 12 for Corbin from the Russell County 13. Shotgun formation, 2 wide either side. Stevens to the right of Elam. Takes the snap, gets it to Creekmore on the far side. And across the 10, down to the 5, and spun down at the 4.
And there we see Colton Creekmore. We've seen Cam Estep on this drive, but, man, number 3, Colton Creekmore can do a good job as well. And then also leading the way, we talk about the Red Hound wall, big number 70, Keegan Reeder as well, getting out there and lead blocking for number 3, Colton Creekmore.
Gain of 12 on the play will make this 3rd and 3 from the Russell County 4. Ball on the far hash. 2 wide outs to the right, 2 wide outs to the near side, which is the wide side of the field. And they'll hand off to Stevens. Stevens trying to get to the corner, and he gets in, hits the pylon. It should be a touchdown, but there's a penalty marker that was thrown at about the 6-yard line from the side judge, and this one may be coming back, maybe a hold against the Red Hounds.
I think so, and we saw the Laker defense bring pressure into that run, but Cole Stevens able to make a good move and get in the end zone. But you're right, Jason, this play definitely coming back for the Hounds.
So that'll take 6 off the board.
Yeah.
And we'll back Corbin up, and we'll play 3rd down again.
And again, we saw on this offensive drive 2 penalties show up. You get the penalty right there. You had the penalty early. The Hounds are able to overcome it, but Hounds resetting right here on 3rd down.
Ball at the 13-yard line of Russell County. The 14 of Russell County. 3rd and 13 coming up for Corbin. You got to think, you got 2 plays here to try to come up with this first down or maybe a touchdown at this stage of the game. 6:54 to go in the first quarter, no score. High snap. Elam brings it down, kicks it over to Simon. Wow. Simon makes one man miss, and he'll go into the end zone. Touchdown, Corbin.
Man, what a move right there. Number 2, Noah Simon, really Just a really quick pass out to the left side, right around the 10-yard line. Noah Simon makes a great catch in space, kind of breaks the ankles of the defender right there, if you will, and it gets to the end zone. So, man, great play. And again, another great decision by the Hounds offense and quarterback Cade Elam delivering a strike right there to Noah Simon. And if you get the ball to Noah Simon, he definitely knows what to do with it, and he gets to the end zone right there.
High snap. They get the hold down, does Elam, and Simon misses it wide right.
Man.
So the streak ends at 55.
Yeah.
55 out of 55 for Simon. Now make it 55 out of 56. But damage is done. Corbin gets on the scoreboard with the touchdown. They lead 6-0 with 6:45 to go here in the first. This is Red Hound football on T107.
You know Mountain Dew is like no other soft drink on earth. That's because Mountain Dew is the boldest soft drink the world has ever seen. Today, Mountain Dew, the most iconic flavor in the history of soft drinks, has spawned a new generation of outrageously craveable flavors that share its glory, like Mountain Dew Major Melon, Mountain Dew Code Red, Mountain Dew Spark, Mountain Dew Voltage, and Mountain Dew Livewire. So here's to the neon royalty of Dew and the Dew flavors that have come after it, the boldest flavors on earth.
It was a 10-play drive for Corbin. Took 3 minutes and 12 seconds off the clock, and it ended with a Cade Elam touchdown pass to Simon. PAT by Simon was no good, and Corbin leads 6-0. And, JB, the Red Hounds were able to overcome a couple of holding penalties there once they got inside the red zone.
Exactly, and we talked about that. You got to limit those penalties. So, again, maybe a little bit of a problem, but, as long as you're able to overcome the penalties, no big deal right there. So the Hounds strike quick early in this first quarter.
Simon's kick will be angled from the near hash over to the far hash, bounces at the 20. Picked up by Wills, and Wills is dropped at the 23-yard line.
I think number 30 right there, Clay Aikens, hustling down to make that hit on special teams for the Hounds, doing a good job. So, again, trying that pooch kick. We saw, Noah Simon get a lot of the touchbacks, but right there, and Coach Salmon says that's a call play, really gets the ball up in the air. So, and allows that kickoff team, the kickoff coverage, if you will, to get down the field and really set the tone right there for the Hounds.
Russell County will new set of downs here to start their second series from their own 22. Lloyd takes the shotgun snap, trying to get around the left end, and Corbin just strings that out and drops him for about a 2-yard loss.
Good job inside. It looked like number 48, Luke Hatfield on the hit, and then number 10, Griffin Bates. Of course, Griffin Bates, 85 tackles on the season, 4 tackles for loss. So, good to see again the Hounds in their 4-4 front with a corner, and the safety in the other corner. So a 4-4-3 look for the Hounds. And, man, those outside backers really, really active for the Hounds defense.
6:05 to go here in the first quarter. Corbin leading 6-0, second offensive series for Russell County. 2nd and 12 from their own 20. Shotgun snap. And they'll give it to Stringer. Stringer off the left tackle will find his way for a couple of yards, not much more, as Russell County trying to try that interior line of Corbin and not having much success.
Not much in there if you're going to run the football against Big Bad Malachi Brown and Mason Salmon. So again, Hounds, turn it into sin to 3rd and long. So really the Hounds earn the right here on 3rd and about 9 to rush the quarterback.
Shotgun snap. Lloyd takes it for Russell County. Rolls to the near side, looking to pass, complete at the 33-yard line. And that will be Riggins on the completion, and that'll be a first down for the Lakers.
Yeah, really good job right there. We saw Lloyd kind of roll out to the right, the quarterback for the Lakers, and hit Riggins on the out route. And, Riggins being a smart receiver gets beyond the chains. Sean Brooks in pretty good shape right there, but makes that hit. So, just a good play right there for the Russell County Lakers.
1st and 10 for Russell County from their own 34 now. Shotgun snap, 2 backs either side. 2 wide outs to the left, 1 wide out to the right. And they'll hand the ball off to Poplar. Poplar off the left side, nowhere to go. maybe got a couple.
Yeah,
and
really
up second and long.
Really good job in there. Of course, like you said, Jason, the Lakers come out with that two-back set, that deuce set they call it, and then Jace Hatfield, Griffin Bates in on that hit. So Lakers going to have to really kind of maybe find answers to attack the big front four of the Hounds defense. So Hounds defense, led by Griffin Bates and Jace Hatfield right there, doing a great job up front.
Alex Norton on the carry for Russell County. Gain of 1. 2nd and 9 coming up for Russell County. Here comes the pressure.
There we go.
Cannot get away, as that was Zach Reynolds with the sack. And it will drop him inside the 25-yard line.
Love it right there. Coach Gailu Allen, defensive coordinator for the Hounds. You talk about the big front four in the previous play. Gailu Allen, defensive coordinator for the Hounds, dials up the pressure and brings outside linebacker Zach Reynolds to make that hit. Zach Reynolds, 40 tackles on the year, and, man, gets a sack right there.
3rd and 19 for Russell County from their own 25. Shotgun snap, looking to pass, trying to set up the screen. Got it complete at the 25. It's at the 30, and it'll be dropped at the 32-yard line. Well short of the first down marker, and Russell County will have to send out the punting unit.
Yeah, really good job, really good play design by the Lakers right there. But, a little bit longer to go for the first down. We saw Mason Salmons and Luke Hatfield in on the hit. So, you run that screen because you're going to get pressure from the Hounds defense. But, Hounds able to react right there and get off the field on 3rd down.
Riggins in punt formation for Russell County inside his 20 on the near hash. Will be punting from left to right. E-step for Corbin will be at his own 32. Snap is away, and the punt is just shanked it, to be quite honest. And that punt's going to go out of bounds at the 32-yard line.
Yeah, I mean – you don't like to say that, but, just almost, like you said, Jason, just a shank out of bounds. So, again, you talk about the field position battle. Hounds offense going to take over in Laker territory right here, I think right around the 32. So, Hounds definitely on the attack on the offensive side of the football right here.
7-yard punt for Russell County sets Corbin up in great position
here
from the Laker 32. 3 wide to the right, which is the wide side of the field for the Red Hounds. Stevens to the left of Elam. He'll send him in motion and then empty the backfield. Shotgun snap. Elam looking to pass. Plenty of time. Going across the middle of the field. Wide open. Colton Creekmore for the touchdown. It doesn't get much easier than that. And that's one play strike, a 32-yard touchdown pass.
Huge play right there. Again, we saw the big 50-yard play last week to Colton Creekmore in the same spot. And then, man, Colton Creekmore answers the bell. Maybe a missed coverage or whatever it was, but Colton Creekmore standing at that big Red Hound goal line wide open. And, Cade Elam, being the quarterback that he is, the District 8 4A Region Player of the Year, knows how to find receivers, and he does a great job right there to put the Hounds on the board again for another touchdown.
Sima's extra point is good, and we'll start a new streak.
That's
now
right.
For Mr. Sima, 1 of 1 now. Corbin on top of Russell County with 3:08 to go in the first. It's the Red Hounds 13, Lakers 0. This is Red Hound football on T107.
Thank you. Yeah, it's almost a replay of last week's play, except just a little bit shorter, but pretty much the same.
Mountain Dew is like no other soft drink on earth. That's because Mountain Dew is the boldest soft drink the world has ever seen. Today, Mountain Dew, the most iconic flavor in the history of soft drinks, has spawned a new generation of outrageously craveable flavors that share its glory, like Mountain Dew Major Melon, Mountain Dew Code Red, Mountain Dew Spark, Mountain Dew Voltage, and Mountain Dew Livewire. So here's to the neon royalty of Dew and the Dew flavors that have come after it, the boldest flavors on earth.
Season and give the Red Hounds credit, JB. They took advantage of the poor punt by Russell County, set them up at the Russell County 32, and just a one-play strike from Elam to Creekmore.
Yeah, didn't waste any time right there, and you don't want to take that for granted. You just said it, 30 touchdowns and only 3 interceptions. So, man, Cade Elam for the Hounds, knows what to do. Okay. That's right.
Just checking.
That's right.
Sima's kick is a low kick, and it is still in the field of play, but it finally goes out of bounds as we had a Corbin Red Hound player just really trying to streak down the sideline to try to come up with that recovery. But it goes out of bounds right around the 25-yard line, and Russell County will bring it out, I believe, to the 30, 35.
I think so, yeah, just 35. To get the number right there. Looked like number 30, Clay Aiken, sprinting down that right side. And really, no big deal. The Hounds, and Noah Simon really kind of giving the Hounds a chance to maybe steal a possession. So, can't blame Coach Luke Salmons, for trying to get that extra possession in the special teams, as we've seen the Hounds do such a great job all season long in the kicking game.
3:08 here in the first quarter. Corbin leading 13-0. Third offensive series for Russell County. They just have 2 first downs to their credit. Here comes pressure off the edges again. Loy steps up, but he can't get away.
Wow.
He'll be dropped about the 31, maybe the 32-yard line. Loss of 3 on the sack, and it's Malachi Brown.
Man, good job in there by the Hounds. We talk about that big front four, but we saw Zach Reynolds and Mason Sammons, the 2 outside linebackers, bring instant pressure on the edge, and then Malachi Brown closes the door right there for the sack. So really, Coach Gallup, defense coordinator for the Hounds, dialing up more and more pressure as the Hounds move into the playoffs.
Yeah. My count, 3, maybe 4 sacks?
I think so, yeah.
Here's the give to Stringer straight ahead. Not much running room, maybe a yard, and that'll be it. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 12 from the Russell County 33 for the Lakers.
Yeah, and that's what's really cool. Max Farmer, Griffin Bates in on that hit, but the more pressure you can put on an offense, the better. And it's good to see the Hounds really dialing up pressure. Almost look like really with the front 4 and the 2 edge backers, almost like a swarm right there. So if you got a quarterback, maybe you're not, in the corners that the Hounds defense have, really lock it down and put pressure on the offense.
Showing pressure up the middle now is Corbin. There's the snap. Looking to pass as Loy has to scramble out of the pocket to the near side, the far side, and it's batted down. Maybe Brown got that one. Man. It's an incomplete pass, and another punting unit coming out for Russell County.
And I have to say, I love this kind of defense. I love it. The Hounds really dialing up pressures, kind of, and we saw the look right there up the middle, like you said, and then bailing out, kind of disguising the blitz. So really fun to watch a defensive football team, like the Hounds, really, mixing up coverages, mixing up pressures, doing a great job. And again, the Lakers right here in 4th and long, having to punt the football.
May see Corbin come after this football. Snap is away. The punt is away. This one's a much better punt for Russell County. He'll hit at the Corbin 37, take a right-hand turn and go inside the 35 to the 33, and that's where Corbin will take over. JB, a question I have for you, and we may have a penalty marker here on the far side.
I think so,
right
yeah.
At midfield. But the question I had for you is, to me, it seems like we're dialing up a lot more pressure than normal, than what we had in the season. Is this something that because of the Russell County personnel, or is this something you think you'll see more of as the playoffs?
Well, that is awesome, Jason. I think the Hounds are really kind of looking at different ways, if you will, to, of course, the Hounds huge favorites right here, so you work on things. You work on blitzes, you work on coverages, you work on different looks as you're moving through this football game. And, I love it. I think it's awesome to see the Hounds really mixing up things and putting pressure, pulling off pressure, getting blitzes in there. It's just fun to see the Hounds mixing it up a little bit on defense.
Penalty was against Corbin for a sideline warning. Shotgun snap for Elam from their own 33. Gives it to Estep. Estep scrambling and has to reverse course, and he'll be hit at the 29-yard line. As that was a huge hit by Riggins from Estep. And that play really had nowhere to go from the beginning, and it's a loss of 4, maybe 3, and it'll be spotted at the 30.
Yeah, you're right. The Lakers got really quick pressure into the backfield, and quarterback Cade Elam, I think, maybe had to throw the football out there to Estep a little bit quicker than he wanted to, and then Estep really not a lot of places to go. So, the Hounds a little bit behind the chains right here on 2nd down.
2nd and 13 for Corbin from their own 30. Ball on the near hash as the Red Hounds are moving from right to left. Russell County showing pressure off the edges. Corbin picks it up. And looking to pass, looking to complete the Creekmore on the far side of the 35, 20, 10. He'll go into the end zone. Touchdown, Corbin. As Creekmore skied and won the jump ball battle, and then it's smooth sailing from there.
Yeah, I mean, just a 50-50 ball. Quarterback Kate Elam saw the man coverage, the one-on-one situation, running down the numbers right there towards the concession stand. And, man, Colton Creekmore does the rest on the 50-50 ball, just goes up and battles the defender right there for the Lakers and grabs that football and gets in the end zone. A huge, huge strike for the Hounds offense right there.
Third touchdown pass of the night for Elam. Second reception for Creekmore. And Sama on for the extra point, and it is straight through the uprights. And Corbin takes a commanding lead here in this first quarter. Still 33 seconds left, and Corbin on top in quarter one, 20-0 over Russell County. This is Red Hound football on T107.
For over 56 years, Tri-County Cycle Sales and the Hart family have kept you on the trails with the biggest names in off-road adventure. Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, CF Moto. No matter which brand excites you the most, you'll always receive service after the sale when you purchase your next side-by-side, ATV, or motorcycle from the Hart family and Tri-County Cycle Sales. From southeastern Kentucky to parts of Tennessee and Virginia, your next off-road adventure starts with Tri-County Cycle Sales. Located at 8775 U.S. Highway 25 in Corbin, across from Kentucky Outdoorsman. Phone 606-528-4792.
Wow.
And you're super loud right now in our headsets.
That was wild. Yeah.
And welcome back to Campbell Field as Corbin takes a commanding 20-0 lead over Russell County. It was another one-play drive for Corbin, a 70-yard touchdown pass from Elam to Creekmore, Jody.
Yeah, a huge play right there. I mean, a huge splash play. Hounds know how to get to the end zone in a hurry. And, man, they dial up the big play with quarterback Cade Elam and number 3, Colton Creekmore.
Simon's kick is away, end over end. It'll be taken at the 20-yard line by Wills. Brings it to the near side at the 30, gets a block at the 40, cuts across the grain at the 50, and breaking free. Across the 30, the 20, flag comes in, and Sima will finally spin him out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Just a great run by Wills of Russell County, but it may be coming back.
I think so. Penalty coming out, but really a good job right there by Russell County hitting it up there on that right side and, doing a great job. So, Noah Sima saving the day, keeping the Lakers out of the end zone. But I think you're right, Jason. This penalty definitely coming back right here.
2 penalties on the play. There's a flag back here at the Russell County 29-yard line.
One against the kicking team.
So we had 2 play once.
Receiving team. Offset.
Those penalties will offset. It was against one against Russell County, one against Corbin. So we'll do it again.
Yeah,
that negates a good kick return by Wills of Russell County that the Lakers could have had it first and goal from the 10.
Exactly. Huge break for the Hounds. And, of course, with the penalties kind of offsetting right here. So, we've seen the Hounds all season long lose a penalty battle, and I think tonight are as well. But, man, really catch, a fortunate break right there in the penalties offset. And so the Hounds get to reset and kick this football away again.
Simon will tee it up here at the 40-yard line. On the near hash for 17 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Corbin on top, 20-0.
Yeah, and an explosive start right here. Hounds 20 points in this first quarter as, only 17 seconds left. But a really explosive first quarter for the Red Hounds.
Back deep for Russell County will be Leclerc and Wills. Standing inside their 15-yard line. Simon's kick in over in is going to hit at the 3 and will roll into the end zone as Leclerc let it wisely go there. And Russell County will take over from their own 20.
And there we see the touchback right there for the Hounds. So, Noah Sima, we saw a couple of the pooch kicks right there in a row, and then Coach Salmons calls on the touchback, and we get that. So, really good job, when you can do whatever you want to do, in the kicking game. Noah Sima gets a touchback to set the Hounds up, Hounds defense up right here, right around the 20-yard line.
Russell County, their last possession was a 3-and-out, and this Corbin defense just pinning the ears back at this point in time, getting after Loy, the quarterback. Takes the snap, looking to pass, has nowhere to go, as that was Luke Hatfield off the right edge, just drops Loy for about the 5th sack that this Corbin defense has registered, as we'll bring the first quarter to a close. When we come back, Russell County will look at a 2nd and 19 from their own 11. But right now it is Corbin in control of this one after one. Red Hounds lead 20-0. This is Red Hound football on T107.
Hey, this is Sammy from Sammy's Furniture, and if you wake up every morning on the 20-yard line and feel like you can't make it to the end zone, that's because you're not sleeping on a mattress from Sammy's Furniture and Mattress. Guys, we got over 62 floor model mattresses, and they're in stock and ready to be taken home today. We'll help you find a mattress that won't break your back or your budget. We've got discounts when you pick it up, and 12 months same as cash financing if you need it, folks. At Sammy's Furniture and Mattress, we're open 7 days a week from 10 to 6. On Sundays from 12 to 5, you can score a touchdown with a mattress from Sammy's Furniture and Mattress. Come see us today.
Are you looking for reliable electrical supplies? Look no further than Eubanks Electrical Supply. From light bulbs to circuit breakers, we've got everything you need to power up your projects. Our expert staff is ready to help you find the right tools and materials to complete your project. Whether you're a DIY enthusiast or professional contractor, Eubanks Electrical Supply has you covered with top brands and friendly service. Stop by today in Corbin, Kentucky at 701 South Main Street, or in Somerset, Kentucky at 1030 West Cumberland Street, and discover why Eubanks Electrical Supply has been the trusted name in electrical supply for over 60 years.
And welcome back to Campbell Field. Corbin on top of Russell County 20-0. And JB, as good as this offense has been with big chunk plays and explosives, this defense is making it hard sledding for this Russell County team.
No doubt about it, and that's what you want to do. I mean, we've seen the Hounds offense all season long be explosive, but it's great to see the Hounds defense dialing it up right here.
2nd and 19 for Russell County from their own 11. Shotgun snap, quick pass to the far side, incomplete, as Loy's pass was intended for Riggins, and it'll bring up 3rd and 19 now for the Lakers.
Good job right there by the Hounds defense, and just to look at on the field, we see number 13, Lucas Britton, back in the lineup. So, Lucas Britton had a tough injury first of the season. So, Lucas Britton, number 13, back in there playing that corner spot for the Hounds defense. Great to see Lucas, back in that headgear again on the field tonight.
They got hurt first game of the season against Pikeville in the Pigskin Classic, and good to see him back. Empty backfield for Lloyd. Takes the snap, and he will be dropped as he ran into Caleb Shepard. And a tackle for loss there for the Red Hounds. It's 4th and 22 now for Russell County with their backs against the goalposts from their own 8.
Yeah, and I think the Hounds, looking at the stats, maybe have given up defensively 1 first down. Is that right? I think on the 2 first downs. I remember the out route, and then to only 2 first downs, in this football game so far as we move into the second quarter. So, again, Hounds defense really doing a great job so far tonight.
Last 2 possessions been 3 and out for Russell County. The punt is away by Riggins. It's going to hit at the 35-yard line, take a Corbin bounce to the 32. And Green for Russell County. Johnny on the spot there to catch that ball out of the air before any more damage was done.
Yeah, just another good job there. We saw the sequence. The Hounds pin the Lakers deep and, force the punt. And then, special teams take over in the sequence there. So, again, just another great job. All 3 phases of football working together. And the Hounds already in Laker territory right here to start this offensive drive.
Corbin from the Russell County 32 with 11-12 to go here in the second quarter, leading 20-0. Send the man in motion is Estep, but they'll swing it over here to Sima, trying to set up the rocket screen, and Sima finds his way down to the 25-yard line. Gain of about 7 on the pass play. And it'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Simon doing a good job just catching that little rocket screen out to the right and then making a couple defenders miss and get upfield in a hurry. So Hounds, again, on the attack offensively and really kind of having their way with this Laker defense.
Shotgun snap coming up here for the Red Hounds. Ball on the near hash, moving from left to right. From the Russell County 25. They'll send Eastep in motion from right to left. Elam swings it over to Eastep on the far side. Gets a block across the 20. Has the first down and more. Spun down and around the 15.
Great job out there in space. And I got a shout out right there. Colton Creekmore and number 25, Tayton Cox, doing great job in blocking as wide receivers. We talk about the offensive line, but, man, it's great to see wide receivers blocking in space for each other. Tayton Cox and Colton Creekmore doing a good job to kind of set up that throw, for Cam Eastep right there.
10:09 left here in the second quarter. Corbin leading 20-0, but in the red zone looking for more points. From the Russell County 15, direct snap to Elam. Little option to Person. Person goes. One tackle at the 15, 10, 5 dives to the goal line. And I'm going to say he's down at the 1.
Wow. Big play, Trey hitting it right there, and we saw the option earlier in the season, but hadn't seen it in a while. And right there, the Hounds get the spread a little bit, spread offense going, and run the option with quarterback Cade Elam and big play Trey. And, man, Trey Person almost sneaks into the end zone for the touchdown for the Red Hounds right there.
14-yard run by Person, as you said, just executed the option play to perfection, and give Person credit getting out of that tackle. 1st and goal from the 1 for Corbin. Ball on the near hash for Elam and company. Person is the setback to the right of Elam, and flags come in and they blow it dead before we can snap the football.
Yeah, another flag's coming out. Of course, White Hat going to get the call, but I think maybe, unfortunately, penalty going to – well, actually, defense. So, man, Hounds catch a break right there. Defensive encroachment, so going to move it half the distance on that penalty against the Lakers right there.
So this will make it a little bit easier for the Red Hounds. Looked like they were going to try to reward Person, JB.
Yeah.
On letting him get a chance to get into the touchdown for Person. No touchdowns on the season. Looking for his first rushing one here. Shotgun formation. There's the snap. They'll give to Person off the left side and he'll go into the end zone untouched. Gets his first touchdown of the season and puts Corbin on top, 26-0.
Man, big play. Trey looked great right there, taking a handoff from quarterback Cade Elam around that left side. And, man, just the offensive line for the Hounds caves in the whole left side of the defense of the Russell County Lakers. And big play, Trey definitely knows what to do to get north and south and get in the end zone. So great first touchdown run right here in the playoffs for number 1, Trey Person.
Kick by Simon is good, and Corbin is now on top, 27-0 with 9:06 left here in the second. This is Red Hound football on T107.
Ever heard the phrase big enough to serve you, small enough to know you? It's true at Hometown Bank. From the easy-to-use mobile app to online banking and even bill pay, Hometown Bank has everything you need to make banking easier. Whether you need to make a mobile deposit or would rather stop in and see a friendly, smiling face in person, Hometown Bank is here and ready to help. Stop in and find out how easy working with a Hometown Bank can be. Visit the Hometown Bank nearest you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Short field with great field position starting at the Russell County 32, and just took 3 plays and a little over 2 minutes off the clock, and it ended with a Trey Person 1-yard touchdown plunge.
Yeah, and good to see, again, you can use different weapons. We saw, Cole Stevens, Cam Eastep, Colton Creekmore, Eli Petrosky, Noah Sima, all those weapons at, quarterback Cade Elam's disposal. But you know what? Let's bring in Trey Person and hit it again. And, man, good to see another weapon on the field for quarterback Cade Elam.
Simon tees it up on the far hash, kicking from left to right. As Corbin has come in laser focused and taking care of business here so far in the first round of the playoffs. Simon's kick high, end over end. We're going to be taking it at the 10. on the far side across the 15 and will be stopped at about the 27-yard line. Maybe the 29. They'll mark his forward progress, as that was Wills on the return for the Lakers.
Great job in there, Luke Hatfield on the hit, and he just scored a touchdown. But you know what? Trey Person come make a play as well in on the hit on the kicking game for the Hounds. So, and again, just fun to see how the Hounds offense and defense and special teams working together in all three phases right there.
Under 9 minutes to go here in this second quarter, with Corbin leading 27-0. Ball on the far hash for Russell County from their own 29. Shotgun formation, two backs either side of Loy. They'll give to Stringer off the right side, breaks free across the 30 and works his way out to about the 33-yard line. Gain of 4 on the play for Stringer.
Yeah, looking at the tackle right there, look like Mason Salmon's in on the hit, Malachi Brown, as well as number 48, Luke Hatfield. So Hounds, again, defensively really going to work, as the Hounds defense on attack right here.
For Russell County now looking at a 2nd and 6 from their own 33. 8:25 to go here in this second quarter. Ball on the far hash. Loy takes the shotgun snap. He'll hand off to Stringer. Stringer tripped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and we see the Hounds again bringing up number 11, Zach Reynolds, bringing up pressure and dialing it up right there off that defensive right side for the Hounds. So again, Zach Reynolds, man, he can put it in another gear and make the hit right there.
3rd and 6 coming up now for the Lakers from their own 33-yard line. 7:47 and counting here in the second quarter. Corbin on top, 27-0. Just 2 first downs for Russell County so far in this first half. Lloyd, play action, looking to pass, looking for his man. It's complete. Nice catch here on the near side at the Corbin 48-yard line. That was Wills, who was able to get his feet in bounds after the catch. Brooks was on the coverage for Corbin.
Yeah, and we've seen that happen a couple times, Jason. I mean, Deshaun Brooks has been in really good position, really good coverage, but, the Lakers have come up with a couple big plays in the passing game and, pick up the first down right here.
2 wide outs to the right, 1 wide out to the near side here for Russell County as they pick up their 3rd first down of the first half with 7:30 to go here with Corbin leading 27-0. 2 wide outs to the right, 1 wide out to the near side. Shotgun snap, and Lloyd going to take it himself, and Corbin just stacks it up at the line of scrimmage. They have got a yard, not much more than that, but the Corbin defensive line just winning the battle time after time.
I love it, and I'm telling you, the front 4 winning the battle, and the Hounds, Jonah Mahan and Zach Reynolds pressuring the football as well. A 6-man pressure with the outside linebackers, and I got to tip my hat to defensive coordinator Guido Allen, man, not afraid to dial it up and bring the heat. I love how the Red Hounds are playing defense right here.
2nd and 10 here for Russell County from the Corbin 48. First time that Russell County has been to the left of the 50-yard line.
That's right.
So to speak. 2 wide outs to the right, 1 wide out to the left. Lloyd looking to pass, looking down the near sideline. Brooks is with Will step for step, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, and really good playing right there. I mean, it was 2nd and long. We saw the pressure on first down, and then on 2nd and long, Coach Guido Allen, defense coordinator for the Hounds, he plays coverage right there. So I love how he's playing down and distance football. If it's 1st and 10, he's going to come hit you. He's going to come after you. But then if it's 2nd and long, or he's going to play coverage. So I love the defensive plan right here for the Red Hounds. I think as we move through the playoffs, this is something that the Hounds are definitely going to have to do to get off the football field on defense.
Pressure coming off the edge, 3rd and 10 for Russell County, and he will be sacked.
Wow.
Zach Reynolds, first guy to get to him. He came off the right edge, and he timed the snap count perfectly, and he'll drop Loy back at the Corbin 46.
Yeah, fun defensive football right there again, coming off the backside of the quarterback, and just really dialed it up, like you said, dialed it up perfect, and really fun to see. I think the Hounds were in a 3-man front, but Zach Reynolds coming off there, shot out of a cannon, if you will, and man, doing really, getting to the quarterback in a hurry. So I love the defense. Again, I can't say it enough that the Red Hounds are playing right here.
4th and 15 for Russell County from their own 47, and it's go time for the Lakers as they are keeping the offensive unit out. Play clock runs down, and I think they didn't know it, and they didn't use a timeout.
Yeah.
So it'll be a delay of game against Russell County, so add insult to injury here.
Yeah.
Back them up 5 more yards, and it'll be 4th and 20 from their own 42.
Yeah, the Lakers behind the chains even more right there with a penalty. But again, Jason, it's fun to see. We like you said. I mean, you talked about it. The Hounds really adding more pressure defensively, and I think again, I tip my hat. It's something that the Hounds are definitely going to have to do as they move through the playoffs.
Russell County on 4th and 20, and Loy is sacked. Malachi Brown is there inside the 35-yard line. And Corbin will have another short field in which to work with.
Man, yeah, just talking about putting your hand in the dirt and just going after it. And, I think you could say it best. The Hounds are playing run defense on the way to the quarterback. And, just Malachi Brown, big bad Malachi Brown, recording that sack right there, doing a great job, again, rushing the passer. So Hounds going to take over in Laker territory right here.
1st and 10 for Corbin from their own 34. 2 wideouts either side for Elam and company. Stevens to the left of District 8 Player of the Year. Gives to Stevens. Stevens will plow down to the 30, down to the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7 on the first down run.
Yeah, good run in there by the Hounds rushing leader, Cole Stevens. Of course, Cole Stevens, averaging 5.5 yards a carry, has 9 touchdowns on the season. So good to see again, the Hounds running the football in there well with the big Red Hound offensive line.
2nd and 3 for Corbin from the Russell County 27. Moving from left to right, ball in the middle of the field. 2 wideouts either side. Shotgun snap. Elam has his man, and it's Petrosky inside the 25 to the 24. That'll be a gain of 3. Nope. Yeah, and that'll be good enough for a first down. Gain of 4 on the play and good enough for the first down.
Yeah, and we talked about the defense with the pressure and the different looks. Well, now you got to talk about the offense. Just really good play calling, really good balance. Get the run, you get the throw. So, man, Hounds firing on all cylinders right here.
4:40 to go here in the second quarter with Corbin leading 27-0. Getting ready to enter the red zone. Pass complete here on the screen to Creekmore. 20, 15, 10.
Wow.
And sidesteps a guy at the 4-yard line, and they're going to say that he hurdled the defensive player, and the penalty marker will come in.
Man.
I saw him kind of jump into the air, but he went to the left of the player, did not go over the top of the player. Not sure the interpretation of the rule.
No,
official right there and threw the flag, and the defensive player who was on the ground was like,
a tough call.
But the defensive player kind of slid down too. Interpretation of the rule, I don't know. So looks like it's coming back. Anyway.
Really tough play right there. We saw Cam Estep get some blocks, Tatum Cox get some blocks, and Colton Creekmore, like you said, Jason, just being a great athlete. I don't know what else he's supposed to do. You can't let a guy make a tackle on you.
Right.
So, really just trying to avoid the tackle, and the Hounds going to get the penalty right here. So, really unfortunate on a great offensive play, great blocking, great run by Colton Creekmore, but this one coming back right here for the Red Hounds.
So on the penalty, I guess they'll mark it back. It's 1st and 6 here now for Corbin, and they've entered the red zone at the Russell County 19. Elam's pass complete to Cox for the touchdown, 19-yard pass play, pretty simple there. Cox just kind of ran an inside route, and Elam hit him in stride.
Yeah, right down the seam there on the left side, and, fire the cannons again, and the Hounds do a great job. We see Tatum Cox getting his 2nd touchdown on the season. We saw Trey Person get his 1st touchdown, and then Tatum Cox right there with his 2nd. So, again, quarterback Cade Elam, District 8 4A Player of the Year, not picky. If you're open, he's going to find you. Quarterback Cade Elam doing a great job right there, for the Hounds offense.
Minute 24 off the clock on that drive for Corbin as Sima bangs it through the uprights, and Corbin on top, 34-0. 4:23 left until the half, and keep in mind, Corbin will get the football.
That's right.
Will have a chance to receive the football to start the third quarter, but right now it's all Red Hounds. 34-0 over the Lakers. This is Red Hound football on T107.
Need auto repairs? Then you need Owens Auto Repair. Owens offers a wide variety of parts and services. You'll find all the top name brand batteries and tires to a full line of truck and auto parts. Utility beds, Sherman-Williams auto paint, weather guard toolboxes, custom-made hydraulic hoses, and yes, service work for cars, trucks, and RVs. Whether it's auto repairs or just a battery or new tires, Owens Auto Repair has you covered. Owens Auto Repair, serving you for more than half a century. Located just down from Corbin High School on Cumberland Falls Highway in Corbin.
As long as I turn that up, but it's not doing it right now, is it?
Wills and Clark back deep to receive.
Elam strikes again for Corbin. This time his receiver is Cox from 19 yards out, and Red Hounds are on top, 34-0 with 4:23 left to go until halftime. Ball on the far hash here for Sima. He's set to kick it away for Corbin. Kick is away, high, end over end. And it's going to be taken by LeClaire at the 10-yard line. They'll bring it across to the 25.
Again, good coverage right there. Silas Mahan in on the hit for the Corbin Red Hounds special teams unit. And, the Hounds resetting right here and doing a great job. I mean, just making it almost look easy, and that's what you want to do in the first round of the playoffs. So, we talked about it. Hounds can't overlook the Lakers and take care of business, and Hounds aren't disappointing right here, doing a great job in the second quarter of this football game.
4 touchdown passes for Elam in this game, and still got a second half to go here. 4:16 here in the second. 2 wideouts to the right, 1 wide out here to the near side for Russell County. From their own 25, they'll hand it off to Stringer, and just a bunch of red jerseys there meet him.
Yes.
You talked about the big red wall. Well, there you go. That's what you had there.
Yeah.
And a loss of a yard on the play.
I keep saying it, and, I guess, you can tell I'm getting excited, Jason. But, really, we saw the Hounds play, really good defense all season. But, man, it looks like they're in a different gear right here. So it's really fun to watch, the Hounds go to work right here defensively.
3:45 and counting here in this second quarter. 2nd and 11 for Russell County. Corbin on top, 34-0. 2 wide outs to the right, 1 wide out here to the near side. Shotgun snap, and they'll give to Stringer off the right side. And again, not much doing. Another loss of a yard there as Corbin got a great push off that left side.
That's right.
This defensive line has just been dominating so far.
Yeah, Malachi Brown in on that hit. And to me, if you want to kind of describe it a little bit, it looks like the linebackers, defensive line, are attacking a little bit more and being aggressive instead of, reading the play and letting it come to you. The Hounds are really, we talk about it, going to be first. And, they're really attacking up front right here.
That was something you talked about at the Johnson Central game.
That's right.
Maybe we're reading a little bit too much.
That's right. That's right.
Not reacting. And another sack here. I don't know who that may have been on the left side that came through. We'll give it to Malachi Brown.
Yes.
And that'll drop it back inside the 20-yard line to the 18 now. So another punting situation coming up for the Lakers.
Yeah, just Hounds dialing it up. Just fun to watch this defense. Just can't talk enough about how fun it is to see the Hounds go on the attack. And, Hounds defense, and it's paying off. I mean, the Hounds are creating sacks, creating, hits in the backfield. Again, Lakers having to kick it away right here.
Riggins will stand at his 5 to punt it away. Corbin with the punt return on. Punt comes here to the near side. Estep has no chance at a return, and it will roll dead at the Russell County 49. So another short field for the Red Hounds in which to work with, and 2 minutes to go until the first half.
Yeah, exactly. And, again, you talk about field position battle. We talked about it in T107 pregame show. And Hounds, again, like you said, Jason, playing the football game on one side of the field. The other side of the turf not getting a lot of work right here. So, again, Hounds go on the attack, in the Laker 49-yard line right here.
2 minutes exactly on the clock here for Corbin. They're 49 yards away from pay dirt. And Russell County has to take a timeout as they just had 10 guys on the field. We'll take a timeout as well. 2 minutes to go here in the second, and it's Corbin 34, Russell County 0. This is Red Hound football on T107.
Hey, this is Sammy here at Sammy's Furniture. And apparently, pain heals, chicks dig scars, and glory lasts forever, just like the mattresses here at Sammy's Furniture and Mattress. Guys, we got over 62 floor model mattresses, and they're in stock and ready to be taken home today. We'll help you find a mattress that won't break your back or your budget. We've got discounts when you pick it up, and 12 months same as cash financing if you need it, folks. At Sammy's Furniture and Mattress, we're open 7 days a week from 10 to 6. On Sundays from 12 to 5, you can score a touchdown with a mattress from Sammy's Furniture and Mattress. Come see us today.
Russell County taking the timeout and taking that timeout to keep from having just 10 guys on the field. Now we're back to live action. 2 wide outs to the left, 2 wide outs to the right. Shotgun snap for Elam. Elam looking to pass, steps up into the pocket, and going to unleash it down the middle of the field. Looking for and receiving is Sama in the end zone. Out jumping 2 Russell County players. A 49-yard touchdown bomb from Elam to Sama.
I mean, you talk about the trust. You talk about Noah Sama, quarterback Cade Elam, right around the 50-yard line, sets his feet and says, you know what, I'm going to throw the 50-50 ball, and I know that number 2, Noah Sama, the Hounds' big receiver, is going to come up with it, and he jumps up there, wins the battle on the 50-50 ball, and gets another touchdown for the Red Hound offense.
5 touchdown passes for Elam, and I believe his career high is 6 touchdowns in a game.
I think so.
That. Simon's kick is good, and Corbin is now on top, 41-0, with 1:50 to go until halftime. This is Red Hound football on T107.
For over 56 years, Tri-County Cycle Sales in the Hart family have kept you on the trails with the biggest names in off-road adventure. Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, CF Moto. No matter which brand excites you the most, you'll always receive service after the sale when you purchase your next side-by-side, ATV, or motorcycle from the Hart family in Tri-County Cycle Sales. From southeastern Kentucky to parts of Tennessee and Virginia, your next off-road adventure starts with Tri-County Cycle Sales. Located at 8775 U.S. Highway 25 in Corbin, across from Kentucky Outdoorsman. Phone 606-528-4792.
Didn't take long, just 10 seconds off that clock for the 49-yard touchdown pass from Ela to Simon. I mean, everybody in the stadium was watching that ball in the air travel, and then Simon out-jumped 2 guys for Russell County to come up with the 6.
Yeah, just Noah Sama going up in there, and, I think that's maybe touchdown number 9 on the season, but, man, just a huge catch. Noah Sama averaging 25 yards a catch. Well, you got to extend that a little bit on the 50-yard bomb from quarterback Cade Elam.
Red Hounds up 41-0, and we'll be approaching a running clock. Simon's kick is taken at the 6-yard line and angles towards the numbers and knocked out of bounds at around the 20-yard line. They'll mark his forward progress at the 22.
Good job, again, on coverage for the Hounds, and you're right, that clock's going to run, and big play Trey makes the hit on the special teams for the Hounds. And, man, just, I love how the Hounds defense is working hard, putting instant pressure on the Lakers, and then you add in the big play of the offense and quarterback Cade Elam delivering the football. Man, Hounds having a lot of fun, in the second quarter of this football game.
41-0 for Corbin. They've scored every time they've touched the football here tonight. And really, if it wasn't for the offense putting 41 here in the first half, the defense would be still in the show.
That's right. That's right.
Shotgun snap, give the stringer off the right side. Gets out to about the 29-yard line, maybe the 28. Gain of 5 on the first down run, and they'll bring we'll call it 6, and it'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Look like Zach Reynolds, Max Farmer, and Luke Hatfield in on that hit for the Hounds defense. And you're right, Jason. Just, in all 3 phases, Hounds just really, showing out tonight. It's just a really fun football game. If you're a Red Hound fan, no doubt about it.
Under 30 seconds now until halftime. Russell County takes the snap, does Loy, and he'll hand off to Stringer. Stringer got knocked at about the 30-yard line and fought out of that tackle and moved the pile forward for the first down out to the Russell County 37-yard line, just the 4th first down of the night for Russell County.
Yeah, and now we see, defense coordinator Coach Guido Allen. No, he's not going to bring pressure right here. Right before the half, protect the end zone, and the Hounds got the ball at halftime, and so really, really good decision making, by the Hounds defense, no doubt about it.
Well, the Red Hounds put 20 up in the first quarter. They put 21 here in the second quarter to take that 41-0 commanding lead to that halftime locker room, JB. Just the Red Hounds hitting on all phases right now, and thinking maybe we may have a halftime conversation.
I think so, yeah.
With Coach Salmons and
Eliana. Yeah, Eliana right down there. I think she's going to grab Coach Salmons for the Hounds go into half. So we will definitely right here send it down to Eliana.
Just a quick update, guys. We've got Bull County winning 42-0 in their game.
Thank you.
All right, Eliana, we're going to send it down to you.
Hey, Coach, your offense put up 41 points in the first half. What has made them so successful?
Mr. Jones and Mrs. Davis for your support for Corbin Red Hound Sports.
Hey, Coach, your offense has put up 41 points in the first half. What has made them so successful?
I think the defense played well, special teams, and then we got a great quarterback and great receivers, and they're making plays and the line's protected.
And like you just said, your defense has been playing lights out. What has been the key to their success?
They're just doing their job together, swarming the ball and tackling.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Eliana. Back to you guys.
And as you said, Jenny, there, Boyle County on top of Perry County Central in a big way at the half as well. 42
to 0.
42-0 there. So you get some of these lopsided matchups in the first round.
That's right. Yeah, you do. And, you want to, give a team another chance to play in a playoffs. And maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's not. A lot of people one way or the other on that. But, again, you'd see, again, the cream rises to the top. And the Hounds dominating 41-0. And Bull County Rebels dominating as well. And maybe, those two teams, we'll see how it plays out. But maybe those two teams on another collision course this football season, no doubt about it.
The Elam Button getting a workout here in the first half. It's Corbin on top, 41-0 over Russell County in the first round of the high school playoffs. When we come back, we'll take a look at the halftime stats, and we'll get JB's thoughts on the first half as well. This is Red Hound Football on T107.
Ever heard the phrase big enough to serve you, small enough to know you? It's true at Hometown Bank. From the easy-to-use mobile app to online banking and even bill pay, Hometown Bank has everything you need to make banking easier. Whether you need to make a mobile deposit or would rather stop in and see a friendly, smiling face in person, Hometown Bank is here and ready to help. Stop in and find out how easy working with a Hometown Bank can be. Visit the Hometown Bank nearest you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Need auto repairs? Then you need Owens Auto Repair. Owens offers a wide variety of parts and services. You'll find all the top name brand batteries and tires to a full line of truck and auto parts. Utility beds, Sherman-Williams auto paint, weather guard toolboxes, custom-made hydraulic hoses, and yes, service work for cars, trucks, and RVs. Whether it's auto repairs or just a battery or new tires, Owens Auto Repair has you covered. Owens Auto Repair, serving you for more than half a century. Located just down from Corbin High School on Cumberland Falls Highway in Corbin.
You know Mountain Dew is like no other soft drink on earth. That's because Mountain Dew is the boldest soft drink the world has ever seen. Today, Mountain Dew, the most iconic flavor in the history of soft drinks, has spawned a new generation of outrageously craveable flavors that share its glory, like Mountain Dew Major Melon, Mountain Dew Code Red, Mountain Dew Spark, Mountain Dew Voltage, and Mountain Dew Livewire. So here's to the neon royalty of Dew and the Dew flavors that have come after it, the boldest flavors on earth.
Hey, this is Sammy here at Sammy's Furniture, and apparently, pain heals, chicks dig scars, and glory lasts forever, just like the mattresses here at Sammy's Furniture and Mattress. Guys, we got over 62 floor model mattresses, and they're in stock and ready to be taken home today. We'll help you find a mattress that won't break your back or your budget. We've got discounts when you pick it up, and 12 months same as cash financing if you need it, folks. At Sammy's Furniture and Mattress, we're open 7 days a week from 10 to 6, on Sundays from 12 to 5. You can score a touchdown with a mattress from Sammy's Furniture and Mattress. Come see us today.
For over 56 years, Tri-County Cycle Sales and the Hart family have kept you on the trails with the biggest names in off-road adventure. Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, CF Moto. No matter which brand excites you the most, you'll always receive service after the sale when you purchase your next side-by-side, ATV, or motorcycle from the Hart family and Tri-County Cycle Sales. From southeastern Kentucky to parts of Tennessee and Virginia, your next off-road adventure starts with Tri-County Cycle Sales. Located at 8775 U.S. Highway 25 in Corbin, across from Kentucky Outdoorsman. Phone 606-528-4792.
Are you looking for reliable electrical supplies? Look no further than Eubanks Electrical Supply. From light bulbs to circuit breakers, we've got everything you need to power up your projects. Our expert staff is ready to help you find the right tools and materials to complete your project. Whether you're a DIY enthusiast or professional contractor, Eubanks Electrical Supply has you covered with top brands and friendly service. Stop by today in Corbin, Kentucky at 701 South Main Street, or in Somerset, Kentucky at 1030 West Cumberland Street, and discover why Eubanks Electrical Supply has been the trusted name in electrical supply for over 60 years.
Field in historic Dennis Stadium. 9:50 counting you down on the halftime clock with Corbin on top, 41-0. And JB, where do you start in this first half? You start talking about the defense. You talk about Elam's 5 touchdown passes, big chunk plays. Like I said, where do you start, and what's your opportunity?
Yeah, exactly, and I appreciate it. I mean, to me, I want to start with the defense, because to me the defense looks completely – I don't know if we saw in the football games, previous football games as the Hounds in the regular season bring a little bit of pressure, but tonight, I mean, the floodgates have opened. I mean, the Hounds have really found their way and sent blitzes off the edge, blitzes up the middle, and really I think this Red Hound defense is really gaining a lot of confidence as the Hounds move through the playoffs. And you hate to say it with a 41-0 lead, talking about the defense, but the offense has done just the same. Just really tore up this Laker defense, putting 41 points on the board. And quarterback Cade Elam and all his weapons and the run game just firing on all cylinders. So, the Hounds haven't played a perfect football game. We've seen a few penalties here and there, but really and Coach Samus talks about it all the time. We want to be playing our best football as a football team as we get to the end of the year and move into the playoffs. So, man, Hounds really, offense, defense, special teams, all 3 phases, playing about as well as a football game in the first half as you could want to play here tonight at Campbell Field.
And you talked about what he was saying earlier with Eliana about being disciplined.
Yes.
And, yes, we've had some penalties, but to me they've not been the boneheaded penalties with unsportsmanlike conduct, baiting into John back and forth. They've had a couple of holding calls. Is that and the hurdle call, which I'd like to get some clarification on that, but not a lot of discussion from that Corbin coaching staff. I think they accepted it. So, just one of those things. But for the most part, they've played a pretty clean football game.
Yeah, I think so, and that's one of JB keys to the game. Hounds need to come in here, no turnovers, limit those penalties. And you just said it, Jason, to me, you come in here, you don't want to have those silly penalties, and the Hounds have not had any of those. If you get an aggressive penalty here, maybe aggressive penalty there, you just because of, or effort or maybe trying to, get something done, no big deal. Coach Sammons, I know, can live with that. But so the Hounds have done a good job of avoiding those penalties, of avoiding the, maybe the silly mistakes, if you will, and really had again, I hate to say it, but almost a perfect half of football right here with, putting up 41 points in the first half.
Well, if you could see Jenny in the booth here and all the things that she has to do to take care of us and take care of the equipment, somehow she's found a way to keep up with the stats, and when we come back, we'll switch it over to Jenny, and she'll go inside the numbers for us. Right now, it's 41-0. Corbin on top of Russell County at the half. This is Red Hound football on T107.
Ever heard the phrase big enough to serve you, small enough to know you? It's true at Hometown Bank. From the easy-to-use mobile app to online banking and even bill pay, Hometown Bank has everything you need to make banking easier. Whether you need to make a mobile deposit or would rather stop in and see a friendly, smiling face in person, Hometown Bank is here and ready to help. Stop in and find out how easy working with a Hometown Bank can be. Visit the Hometown Bank nearest you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you looking for reliable electrical supplies? Look no further than Eubanks Electrical Supply. From light bulbs to circuit breakers, we've got everything you need to power up your projects. Our expert staff is ready to help you find the right tools and materials to complete your project. Whether you're a DIY enthusiast or professional contractor, Eubanks Electrical Supply has you covered with top brands and friendly service. Stop by today in Corbin, Kentucky at 701 South Main Street or in Somerset, Kentucky at 1030 West Cumberland Street and discover why Eubanks Electrical Supply has been the trusted name in electrical supply for over 60 years.
Need auto repairs? Then you need Owens Auto Repair. Owens offers a wide variety of parts and services. You'll find all the top name brand batteries and tires to a full line of truck and auto parts. Utility beds, Sherman-Williams auto paint, weather guard toolboxes, custom-made hydraulic hoses, and yes, service work for cars, trucks, and RVs. Whether it's auto repairs or just a battery or new tires, Owens Auto Repair has you covered. Owens Auto Repair, serving you for more than half a century. Located just down from Corbin High School on Cumberland Falls Highway in Corbin.
For over 56 years, Tri-County Cycle Sales and the Hart family have kept you on the trails with the biggest names in off-road adventure. Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, CF Moto. No matter which brand excites you the most, you'll always receive service after the sale when you purchase your next side-by-side, ATV, or motorcycle from the Hart family and Tri-County Cycle Sales. From southeastern Kentucky to parts of Tennessee and Virginia, your next off-road adventure starts with Tri-County Cycle Sales. Located at 8775 U.S. Highway 25 in Corbin, across from Kentucky Outdoorsman. Phone 606-528-4792.
You know Mountain Dew is like no other soft drink on earth. That's because Mountain Dew is the boldest soft drink the world has ever seen. Today, Mountain Dew, the most iconic flavor in the history of soft drinks, has spawned a new generation of outrageously craveable flavors that share its glory, like Mountain Dew Major Melon, Mountain Dew Code Red, Mountain Dew Spark, Mountain Dew Voltage, and Mountain Dew Livewire. So here's to the neon royalty of Dew and the Dew flavors that have come after it, the boldest flavors on earth.
Hey, this is Sammy from Sammy's Furniture, and if you wake up every morning on the 20-yard line and feel like you can't make it to the end zone, that's because you're not sleeping on a mattress from Sammy's Furniture and Mattress. Guys, we got over 62 floor model mattresses, and they're in stock and ready to be taken home today. We'll help you find a mattress that won't break your back or your budget. We've got discounts when you pick it up, and 12 months same as cash financing if you need it, folks. At Sammy's Furniture and Mattress, we're open 7 days a week from 10 to 6. On Sundays from 12 to 5, you can score a touchdown with a mattress from Sammy's Furniture and Mattress. Come see us today.
With the Red Hounds on top 41-0, and Jenny's been keeping up with the stats, and pretty arduous task there on the offensive side for Corbin.
It's been a little crazy up here. I try to keep up with tackles too. I'm showing like 10 sacks. Y'all may have a little bit more, but I know Big Bad Malachi is like he's got at least 5 that I know of. He is just kicking out the tackles tonight. But as far as offense goes, Elam is 14 of 15. For 261 yards, those 5 touchdowns. Estep is 5 catches for 40 yards. Sima 4 for 91 yards and 2 touchdowns. Petrosky 1 for 4 yards. Creekmore 3 for 107 and 2 touchdowns. And then Cox, that 1 reception for 19 yards with a touchdown. As far as carries, only 2 people. Stevens has 2 carries for 11 yards, and Person has 2 carries for 16 yards, one of those being a touchdown. So.
And Jason, I'll add this in. I mean, I'm a little bit, not a crazy old guy or nothing, but I like to play a little Madden football, a little college football 25, and I can usually, maneuver 3 or 4 touchdowns and all that stuff. But man, this is almost like Madden football right here tonight in this first half.
Yeah, that's a good that's a good way to explain that.
Yeah.
And, what's your gaming handle?
That's right. That's right. Well,
Jenny, how much did you let him play?
Yeah.
He doesn't get to play a whole lot during football season.
Not a lot, not as much as I want to. That's right. But the Hounds, man, I mean, almost making it look like a video game. Really, I mean, tonight, just defensively and offensively.
No, that's a great analogy, and it's in those quarters are what do you play 3-minute quarters?
That's right.
Or something like that?
Yeah, we've got 12-minute quarters, and the Hounds already got the clock running coming out of the half and get the football as well. So just a fun night right here at Campbell Field.
Well, you've got to think that, I don't know, JB, what your thoughts are, but might see this offensive unit, Elam and company, for this series coming out of the third quarter, and may not see them the rest of the night, and that would be pretty wise. I would think.
Yeah, I think so. It's a good decision, and to let the young guys get some more work, and it only pays dividends, for next year. So again, you don't want to have those injuries, you don't want to have those, those things may happen. So be great to see the Hounds. Like you said, I think that'd be a great plan to get the Hounds offense going one more time and see what happens, and then get those guys out of there and get those young guys in there and let them get some playoff work. So it'll be fun to see, and definitely going to see those young guys out on the football field here in just a little bit.
Well, for Corbin, their next, if things go well, one of the games that we're watching where the winner of this game would take place would be the Wayne County Whitley County game.
That's right.
I know Jenny's been trying to come up with some scores there. So if we get that while we're broadcasting, we'll be sure to pass that along. Well, we're got both teams back out on the field. Officials are back. We will take a 30-second break, and when we come back, we'll have third quarter action for you between Corbin and Russell County right now. So the Red Hounds on top 41-0 at the half.
Hey, this is Sammy here at Sammy's Furniture. And apparently, pain heals, chicks dig scars, and glory lasts forever, just like the mattresses here at Sammy's Furniture and Mattress. Guys, we got over 62 floor model mattresses, and they're in stock and ready to be taken home today. We'll help you find a mattress that won't break your back or your budget. We've got discounts when you pick it up, and 12 months same as cash financing if you need it, folks. At Sammy's Furniture and Mattress, we're open 7 days a week from 10 to 6. On Sundays from 12 to 5, you can score a touchdown with a mattress from Sammy's Furniture and Mattress. Come see us today.
We're ready to start third quarter action between the Red Hounds and the Lakers, and it's Corbin on top 41-0. And just as I say that, they put 3 minutes on the clock. I thought maybe we might get started. We've got a running clock, had a running clock in that first half when Corbin put up 41 points against Russell County. 20 in the first quarter for the Red Hounds, 21 in the second quarter. And I was really kind of hoping, JB, with the shortened clock and all this, we might get this in a little bit earlier.
That's right, yeah. Clock going to be running, no doubt about it, in the second half.
But it gives us time to talk about middle school football.
I love it, yeah, exactly. Definitely going to take an opportunity to talk about Corbin Middle School football. Of course, we had head coach Brent Jackson on the coaches show last week, and so good to have Coach Jackson. So just want to invite everybody, if you're, Hounds dominating right here on Friday night, but the Corbin Middle School football team is going to be in action tomorrow at Great Crossings right there in Georgetown. And, man, another big rival against the Bull County Rebels middle school football team. Kickoff is scheduled for tomorrow night at 6:30. So, and the Hounds middle school football team in the Final Four. So if the Hounds win tomorrow, they will be playing for the District 2 Kentucky Middle School Football Association State Championship. And we talked about last week on the coaches show, the middle school Hounds already have 8 Kentucky Middle School Football State Championships, and if they are able to win tomorrow against the Bull County Rebels, looking for number 9. So would love to have Red Hound Nation come out and support Corbin Middle School football tomorrow at Great Crossings in Georgetown, Kentucky. Kickoff again, Corbin Middle School Red Hounds against the Bull County Rebels, scheduled for 6:30 tomorrow night. love to see all of Red Hound Nation come out and support those guys for sure.
UK with the bye week, so
that's right.
No excuse, right?
That's right, yeah.
Support the Red Hound.
That's right, yeah.
Up in Georgetown.
That's right, yeah. Just a fun football game ready to go, as we see the future stars, no doubt about it. So, see the future Red Hounds tomorrow night at 6:30 up in Georgetown.
Well, I think that one of the reasons why Corbin High School has so much success is because of that middle school program, building for the future and doing it the right way, and it's paying dividends here, especially on Friday nights. Russell County will kick the ball away. Low kick from right to left, and it'll be picked up at the 20. Brought across the 25. Has a seat.
Wow.
35. It's E-Step breaking free. 40, 30, 20. Nobody's going to catch it. Take it to the house.
Wow.
Number 12, E-Step. Touchdown, Corbin.
Yeah, fire the cannons. We got to hear the cannon shot right here. And, man, E-Step just gets a really good blocking up front, makes a couple people miss, defenders miss, and then puts a gas down and gets to the end zone in a hurry and extends this lead and keeps that continuous clock running. And, man, the Hounds just keep pouring it on right here, to start this half in this football game. Hounds dominating right here again. In all three phases, the kicking game, special teams, offense, defense, Hounds doing their thing right here tonight at Campbell Field.
82-yard touchdown return for E-Step. Simon's kick is through the uprights. Corbin wastes no time,
man,
putting more points on the board. They're now up 48-0 in a running clock here in the third quarter, 10:49 and counting. You're listening to Red Hound Football on T107.
Ever heard the phrase big enough to serve you, small enough to know you? It's true at Hometown Bank. From the easy-to-use mobile app to online banking and even bill pay, Hometown Bank has everything you need to make banking easier. Whether you need to make a mobile deposit or would rather stop in and see a friendly, smiling face in person, Hometown Bank is here and ready to help. Stop in and find out how easy working with a Hometown Bank can be. Visit the Hometown Bank nearest you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, the fireworks just keep continuing here from Campbell Field. An 82-yard touchdown return by E-Step. Puts Corbin on top 48-0 after Sima's extra point.
Yeah,
and so we talked about maybe we would see the ones come back out on the offensive unit. I don't know.
Maybe not.
Maybe not after that. We shall see. But E-Step, just a great run. Once he got that seam, JB, at about the 35, 40-yard line, he's gone and then off to the races.
Yeah, the Hounds playing, and we hadn't talked about that maybe tonight, but just the Hounds really playing in a different gear. Just a different gear.
I agree.
Exactly. Just a different speed, a different gear. The Hounds really all phases. Again, we said that before the break. Offense, defense, special teams. Hounds really playing in a different gear and getting this thing going for playoff football.
Well, there were some thoughts against that Pulaski County game. Did we show a lot? Did we just keep a lot of stuff close to the vest? But this game here has been one big exciting play after another. Sima's kick rolls into the end zone. As I was talking, I was thinking, okay, that thing is going to go out of bounds.
Exactly.
But it kept found a groove there inside between the numbers and the hash outside the numbers there to the sideline and ran into the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, we watch the Hounds offense, watch the Hounds defense, in all three phases, special teams as well, making it a lot of fun up here, in the T107 Red Hound radio booth to call this football game.
Shotgun formation here for the Lakers. Two backs either side of Loy. Takes the snap, hands to Stringer. Stringer off the left tackle, moves the pile forward for a couple of yards, maybe a gain of 3, brings up 2nd and 7.
Look like number 48, Luke Hatfield, and Joshua Goins in there on the hit. And just to say that, Joshua Goins, D-tackle, playing good to see those guys. Look like Landon Walters, Bryson Hopkins, Tayton Cox in there, Tyson Blaylock. So a lot of new Hounds, like we said. We'll get you those numbers for sure right here.
2nd and 7 for Russell County from their own 23. Shotgun snap again. This time he'll hand off to Wills off the right side.
I think Silas.
Actually, Bennett was the carrier. My bad.
47, Silas Mahan in on that hit, and so Silas Mahan making his presence felt. And again, we talked about good to see number 13, Lucas Britton, coming off that injury, making his presence felt right here in the playoffs. Good to see Lucas Britton as well. We mentioned number 31, Landon Walters, Tatum Cox in there, trying to get the inside linebackers. Number 47, Silas Mahan, who just made that hit. And I think number 38, Josh James. Yeah, Josh James in there at linebacker as well.
3rd and 9 for Russell County. Lloyd takes the snap, rolling to the far side. Looking to throw. Now he's going to tuck it and run, and he'll be spun down and around the 23-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down for Russell County.
Silas Mahan in on that hit again right there, just flying around making plays. Caden Freeman, number 72, in the game as well, is one of the D tackles for the Hounds, coming off a stunt around the left side and adding a little pressure. So Caden Freeman, really kind of forcing the edge right there and then putting that quarterback, Loy, in the hands of number 47, Silas Mahan.
Corbin, as you said, lots of new faces here as Russell County has to run another guy out on the punting unit as we were waiting to punt there from Riggins. And I guess you could say back deep is Lucas Britton for Corbin. There's the punt. Really, Corbin has nobody back. And it will roll inside the 35-yard line to the 31, inside the 31 to the 30. So a nice punt there by Riggins, who, if you remember in the first quarter, had that disastrous 7-yard punt, makes up for it there on then flipping the field.
Yeah, and just to get you some numbers, looks like number 57, senior J.T. Gentry, coming on the football field right here at center for the Hounds. Good to see J.T. Gentry working in there. Trying to get Keegan Reeder still in the football game, so good to see Keegan working in there. Trey Person, number 31 as well. Landon Walters on defense, now on offense, so a lot of new faces in there.
Mason Salmons will be your quarterback now. Play action. Swings it over to the receiver on the far side. It's complete, ball's loose, and Russell County may have recovered the football. And it is Russell County's football.
Yeah, I think so. Mason Salmons getting that gun snap in there for the Hounds at quarterback, a sophomore quarterback, and making a good throw out to the left side. But unfortunately for the Hounds, ball comes out, after the catch, and Russell County Lakers going to take advantage, and take over on offense right here.
4:50 to go here in the third quarter, and Corbin on top, 48-0. Russell County looking to the sideline now for the play. 15 on the play clock. 2 wide outs to the right, 1 wide out to the left, which is the near side as Russell County is moving from right to left. Lloyd takes the snap, looking to throw. Down the middle of the field.
Wow.
And it's intercepted. Coming back the other way, across the 15, the 20, the 30, 35, and knocked down at the 40-yard line. Ball comes loose at the end of the play, but they'll say that he's down. But that was Landon Walters on the interception for Corbin. There is a penalty marker, actually 2, back here right at midfield.
A really good job right there by number 31, Landon Walters, to come up and make that interception. And he gets a really good return. So Landon Walters, playing the play really smart, flies over from his safety spot and gets that pick to get the turnover for the Red Hounds.
The penalty was for a blindside block against Corbin. And so that'll back the return up a little bit, but give Waters credit with the interception and about a 30-yard return on that, but the penalty will back it up inside the 25-yard line to, it's going to be right at the 25.
Looks like number 56, Braxton Tolliver up front for the Hounds. 55, Miles Marlowe. 57, J.T. Gentry in there working at center. Gavin Hinkle at the guard. And then, of course, big Keegan Reeder working up front. So good to see that big Red Hound wall getting some good interior work right here on offense.
Clay Akins is the running back to the left of Salmons. Salmons takes the shotgun snap, hands off to Akins. Big hole across the 30, 35, and out to the 40-yard line. Gain of 15 for the sophomore.
Yes.
And new set of downs coming up here for Corbin.
And getting some good movement from the big Red Hound wall up front, and Clay Aikens really quick, gets that gun, that handoff from Mason Salmons out of the gun snap, and then knows what to do, makes a defender miss, makes that one cut, and then gets north and south in a hurry. So really good run in there by number 30, Clay Aikens.
19 carries coming into this game for Aikens and 143 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground. Person to the right of Salmons. Salmons play actions looking to pass, and it is going to be ruled a lateral pass, I believe. Yes. So Salmons was trying to get that football over to maybe Bryson Hopkins.
I think so.
And he got hit as he was throwing the football, and that caused it to become a lateral pass. And Russell County wisely fell on the football, so they come up with their second takeaway of the night. 2:49 here to go in the third quarter and a running clock, and Corbin on top 48-0.
Yeah, Hounds working hard right here, but a tough break right there for Mason Salmons and Hounds offense.
From the Corbin 33 for Russell County, they'll give the ball to Stringer running around the right end, cuts across the green at the 30 and cuts upfield to the 24. Gain of 9 on the play for Stringer, their leading rusher on the season.
Tyson Blaylock, number 52, in on the hit. Bryson Baker, number 6, in on the hit for the Hounds defense. And, the Hounds right here, as the clock runs down, defense, trying to get off the field after that unfortunate turnover. 2 turnovers in a row right there for the Hounds offense. So defense kind of backs against the wall right here.
2nd and 1 for Russell County from the Corbin 24. Loy fakes the handoff to Stringer, and he'll keep it himself, and we'll get the first down to about the 17-yard line. When you look across the way, JB, at the Corbin sideline there, when you take a good look at Coach Salmons with the arms crossed there, you would not believe that his team was up 48-0, but he's wanting to see every kid play well, right?
Exactly, yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're a freshman, doesn't matter if you're a senior, sophomore, junior. Coach Salmons, if you put that Red Hound jersey on, he expects you to play Red Hound football.
Maybe more intense right now than he's been the whole game. Here's Stringer on the carry, steps out of one tackle at the 15, cuts across the grain at the 10, and gets into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, good little move in there, just makes a couple guys miss for the Hounds defense, and then gets upfield in a hurry and gets that first touchdown for the Russell County Lakers right there.
Towards the end here of the third quarter with 1 minute to go in this running clock, and for Stringer, that'll be his 10th touchdown of the night. Came in tonight averaging about 70 yards on the ground for Russell County. Extra point attempt here for Rickson, and I believe Corbin may have came in and got the block.
I think so, yeah.
And so extra point no good for Russell County, as the Red Hounds got a piece of that one. But with 32 seconds and counting here in the third, when we come back, we'll have fourth quarter action for you in this running clock. It's Corbin on top, 48-6. This is Red Hound football on T107.
Mountain Dew is like no other soft drink on earth. That's because Mountain Dew is the boldest soft drink the world has ever seen. Today, Mountain Dew, the most iconic flavor in the history of soft drinks, has spawned a new generation of outrageously craveable flavors that share its glory, like Mountain Dew Major Melon, Mountain Dew Code Red, Mountain Dew Spark, Mountain Dew Voltage, and Mountain Dew Livewire. So here's to the neon royalty of Dew and the Dew flavors that have come after it, the boldest flavors on earth.
And we're ready to start the fourth quarter in this running clock. Russell County getting a touchdown against the second unit of Corbin. And the Corbin offense there, JB, with this second group, a couple fumbles. They had a lateral and then the fumble, I should say. And Russell County taking advantage of the miscues and be able to punch it into the end zone.
Yeah, exactly. Russell County, you got to give them credit right there. The Hounds coming in there with a lot of the young football players getting some action, and, the Russell County Lakers capitalize on it and create those turnovers like you just said and cash in and get the touchdown. So, no problem right here. Hounds up big, but, Hounds young guys going to work again, I believe, on offense right here.
Squib kick for Russell County, and Aikens falls on it at the 35. And that's where Corbin will take over. 11:47 and counting in the fourth quarter with the running clock, and Corbin on top 48-6.
Look like think up front, number 75, Joshua Goins checking into the football game at left tackle. Landon McFarland checking in. Good to see 64, Louis Horvath in there, getting you all the numbers. So good to see those guys in there working hard. Landon McFarland, I think 54, like we said, in there going to work for the Hounds. Jack Jackson right here in at the quarterback position, too. So good to see Jack Jackson working hard.
Shotgun formation. Jackson takes the snap, hands off to Akins. Akins across the 35, takes a tackler with him out to the 41. Gain of 7 on the play for Akins, good. And it'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Good job in there by that big Red Hound offensive line. And, again, like we said, just those guys up front doing a great job moving people off, moving defenders off the football. And Josh James kind of checking in right here for number 30, Clay Akins, after that good inside run. Number 19 as well, Malachi Zachary, number 19 in the football game right here as well.
Jackson from the gun, 2 wide outs either side. They send a man in motion from right to left, and they'll hand the ball off to, as that was trying to get the Hopkins was the carrier. Penalty marker came in late in the backfield from the referee. It's going to be holding against Corbin.
Yeah, I think so. I think it looked like the Lakers may have, brought a little bit of pressure right there, and the Hounds, got a little bit, handsy, if you will, and got the holding call. But Hounds resetting right here after a couple good offensive plays, a little bit, behind the chains as the official marks off this penalty right here.
To make it 2nd and 14 for Corbin. Ball will be spotted it'll be 2nd and 13 from their own 31. Moving from right to left here in this fourth quarter with a running clock, 9:44 and counting. 2 wide outs either side. Jackson with a hard count, and now he'll look to the sideline. They'll change the play here. Jackson, just a freshman.
Yes, good to see Jackson in there.
Yeah, we saw him against Whitley County there in the later stages of that game. Played really well. High snap. He handles it, hands it off to Akins, and Akins fights out to the 32. The gain of about a yard will be all, and we'll call it 3rd and 12 now.
Yeah, again, like I said, the penalty put the Hounds behind the chains right here. So, always fun to see, with the young guys in there, the young Red Hounds in there, on 3rd and 12, facing a little bit of adversity right here. Hounds course up 48-6 as the clock running, so no big deal what happens, but definitely fun to see how those young Hounds react right here behind the chains with a little bit of adversity to try to move the chains right here.
Get some great experience, not just on a Friday night, but in a playoff game to boot. Jackson takes the snap, looking to pass, jumps up into the pocket on the run. It'll be tripped up at the 35-yard line. Gain of 3 there for Jackson. Really had nowhere to go with the football and wisely cut up field. But Russell County closed quickly, and it's 4th down for the Red Hounds.
Yeah, just kind of pulled the football, and, Jackson getting what he can get and got some positive yards. So Hounds maybe going to punt the football away right here and kind of reset, maybe get the defense on the field.
As you say that, Jackson stays in at quarterback, JB.
So, it doesn't mean a whole lot. So, hey, you know what? 4th down, another opportunity to move the chains.
Yeah, why not? Get another snap for your young guys, right? Send a man in motion, and Jackson will get the completion, and it's tackled right where Landon Walders caught the football.
Yes.
And so Corbin will turn the ball over on downs.
Yeah, really good play design right there, but unfortunately, the Lakers come up and make the good hit, and, you get the reception from Jackson, like you said, to Walters, but Lakers come up and make the good hit in space, and Lakers offensively taking over right here as we see again the young Red Hounds in here on defense going on the attack.
7:23 and counting with this running clock in the fourth quarter. Corbin on top, 48-6. Shotgun snap for the Lakers. Give to Bennett. Bennett around the right end and still on his feet. Fights down to the 21-yard line. He was hit at about the 32, and he just kept on churning to pick up 7 yards, and he'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Looked like Josh James, Landon McFarland in on that hit up front, and big number 72, Caden Freeman in at D tackle. So, again, just great to see these young guys going to work right here in the playoffs.
Shotgun formation again for Russell County. And they'll give to Stringer off the left side, trying to find some running room, and has nowhere to go. Out of nowhere, shot out of a cannon was Bryson Baker for the nice open field tackle on Stringer. Penalty markers did come in late, and they're talking to the Corbin sideline, so you got to feel like this is probably going against Russell County.
Yeah, I think so, a holding call, and I thought maybe the Lakers had the edge, but just like you said, Jason, Bryson Baker, man, coming off that edge with a plan, if you will, making that hit, and good job right there by number 6, Bryson Baker in space, and the Hounds, get the penalty as well. So Hounds defense, really doing a good job right here on this defensive possession.
He's running up field like he had corn for sale or
something. That's right.
2nd and 12 for the Lakers from the Corbin 36. Shotgun formation. Still have the starters out for Russell County. And this is Bennett right up the middle, across the 30, the 25, and finally brought down at the 22-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down for Russell County.
We see Tayton Cox, number 25, in on that initial hit, and then Bryson Baker comes in and, makes the hit as well. So, as this clock ticking down, Hounds would love to, keep the Lakers out of the end zone right here.
5:18 and counting with this running clock. Corbin on top, 48-6. They led 20-0 after the first quarter, 41-0 at halftime. There's the give to Stringer. I'm sorry, that was number 23, Norton, on the carry. And he'll get down to the 19-yard line. A little extracurriculars going on here.
Yeah.
Between the two teams.
Yes. Still fired up right there. We see big number 72.
And there's a penalty marker.
Oh, here it comes.
It comes down. And we'll see if that goes against Russell County or Corbin. You had a Russell County player there still kind of jawing too. Corbin player was John, and I think he's going to get a little conversation right now with Coach Salmons. And so we'll go against Corbin.
Man. Yeah. Unfortunately, that penalty comes out, and an unfortunate penalty for the Hounds. We've talked about that. You want to avoid those those mistakes, those penalties, if you will. And unfortunately for the Hounds, one comes out as Caden Freeman made the last hit on that tackle for the Hounds.
So 1st and goal for Russell County from the 10 as we approach the 4-minute mark in the game. Lloyd's pass incomplete. Penalty marker will come down, and this. Not really sure how that was pass interference against Corbin. Looked like maybe the Russell County player was pushing off.
I think so.
On the defensive player, which was Corbin.
Yes. Yeah, I'm not sure on the call.
It's going to, so it is against Corbin.
Yeah, I think so. Going to mark it half the distance of the goal right here. Of course, Lakers again, trying to put another touchdown on the board. Hounds defense trying to, keep the Lakers out right here. Be fun to see these young guys, keep the Lakers out of the end zone as the clock ticks down.
Well, this is still your varsity starting unit.
That's
out there
right.
For Russell County. I formation, and
nowhere
to go. Great push up front as the ball carrier was Bennett. And he'll get back maybe a half a yard is all. We'll call it 2nd and goal from the 4 now.
Man, looked like number 58, big Calvin Ellis in there on that hit, doing a great job at D tackle for the Hounds. And big, strong Calvin Ellis doing a good job. Caden Freeman as well. So those young guys really kind of, standing up inside a little bit and trying to keep the Lakers out of the end zone.
Shotgun formation again here for the Lakers. Lloyd takes the snap, keeps it himself. Fighting his way down to the 1, twists and gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Russell County.
Wow, just a good move in there by Lloyd, making a couple defenders miss, the Hounds defenders, and putting his foot in the dirt and getting the end zone for the touchdown. And again, you don't want to see the Lakers put any points on the board if you're a Red Hound fan or Red Hound Coach Luke Salmons, but really, again, great experience for these young players to get in there and get some works. And we talked about it on Friday night, but especially in the playoffs, for sure.
Riggins on to attempt the extra point for Russell County as we're approaching the 2-minute mark here in the game. Snap is a little to the right of the holder, but he gets it down, and Riggins gets it through the uprights. We'll just keep it right here with 1:52 to go, and counting down. JB this is what you wanted to see out of Corbin in this playoff game. They came out, they took care of business early and often, and stretched the big lead, got the running clock in the towards the latter stages of the first half. And now you'll focus your attention to week 2, whoever that might be, between Whitley County and Wayne County.
Yeah.
Whoever it is, they have to come here to Campbell Field.
Yeah, and it's always good. Like you said, take care of business, and, good things can happen. And so it's always good that the Hounds are working hard, and they've earned the right to play at, 2 or 3 games right here at Campbell Field and take advantage of that home field. So, again, Hounds playing great football. I think really playing their best football of the season. So good to see these, the Red Hounds coming out, firing on all cylinders, offense, defense, special teams, and doing their thing right here at Campbell Field under the lights.
Corbin, with 49 seconds left, will be set here to receive the kick. It's going to be a line drive end over end right down the middle of the field, picked up at the 25, brought across the 30, 35, and tackled at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, Bryson Hopkins on the return right there, and like you said, Jason, and so again, just as we watch the clock kick down, and be interested to see, trying to find that score for Wayne County and Whitley County, but again, no matter what happens, just a good thing. The Hounds definitely going to be here next Friday night, moving in to the second round, and again, making their first, getting their first win right here, and Hounds looking to make that next step towards Kroger Field.
Yeah, 5 touchdown passes on the night for Elam in that first half, and that led the way for Corbin for this 48-13 victory over Russell County to advance to the second round of the playoffs. For Corbin, they'll see their record now improve to 10-1 on the season, and for Russell County, they will see their record drop to 5-6.
Yeah, just again, another great performance. Coach Luke Salmons, again, District 8 4A Coach of the Year, doesn't disappoint right here at Campbell Field. And like we said again, quarterback Kate Elam, District 8 4A Player of the Year, playing great football as well. Hounds ready to go, and it's going to be a fun ride as the Hounds try to, again, we said it again, get back to Kroger Field playing great football.
Well, it is Corbin winning 48-13 over Russell County, and they'll advance to the second round of the playoffs. When we come back, we'll put a wrap on this one. Thank you so much for joining us for Red Hound Football. This is Red Hound Football on T107.
Hey, this is Sammy from Sammy's Furniture, and if you wake up every morning on the 20-yard line and feel like you can't make it to the end zone, that's because you're not sleeping on a mattress from Sammy's Furniture and Mattress. Guys, we got over 62 floor model mattresses, and they're in stock and ready to be taken home today. We'll help you find a mattress that won't break your back or your budget. We've got discounts when you pick it up, and 12 months same as cash financing if you need it, folks. At Sammy's Furniture and Mattress, we're open 7 days a week from 10 to 6. On Sundays from 12 to 5, you can score a touchdown with a mattress from Sammy's Furniture and Mattress. Come see us today.
Ever heard the phrase big enough to serve you, small enough to know you? It's true at Hometown Bank. From the easy-to-use mobile app to online banking and even bill pay, Hometown Bank has everything you need to make banking easier. Whether you need to make a mobile deposit or would rather stop in and see a friendly, smiling face in person, Hometown Bank is here and ready to help. Stop in and find out how easy working with a Hometown Bank can be. Visit the Hometown Bank nearest you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It was Corbin knocking off Russell County 48-13 here in the first round of the playoffs. And that was an impressive performance by the Red Hounds, JB.
Yeah, just an impressive performance in, again, all 3 phases of football. We saw Kate Elam, quarterback Kate Elam, with the huge pass plays. I think Colton Creekmore had a replay of the big pass down the middle towards the concession stand, and then we saw the 50-50 ball, quarterback Kate Elam and Noah Sima as well, in the other end zone. So, it almost like, and it didn't matter. We saw Trey Person get the touchdown. We saw Tayton Cox score, so it didn't really matter, who was on the receiving end of the football. Kate Elam, again, not picky. He's going to throw it up there. because he expects his his receivers, his backs to go up and get the football, and the Red Hounds, again, just did a great job. And, again, I want to talk about the defense too, Jason. Just the defense for the Hounds almost playing on another level as well. Coach, defense coordinator Guy Lou Allen doing a great job. We've seen the Hounds kind of add a little bit of pressure as we move through the playoffs, but, man, really turning it loose tonight. And Coach Guy Lou Allen, defensive coordinator for the Hounds, trusting the Hounds' defensive backs to make plays on the back end and really using the pass rush, almost as pass coverage, because if you're getting to that quarterback in a hurry, your defensive backs don't have to cover very long. So I love how, the Hounds dialed up some pressures and played great defense on the back end as well. So Hounds defense, Hounds offense, Hounds special teams, just firing on all cylinders tonight right here at Campbell Field.
Well, for Corbin, another week of practice, another week of preparation to get ready for your second-round opponent, whether that be Wayne County or Whitley County. That game was being played over in Monticello.
That's right.
And so regardless of who comes here, I think if you still have this same mindset as Corbin, I mean, you can't say they were overlooking this Russell County team.
That's right.
Coach Salmons had them laser focused and ready to go.
I think so. And the most important thing I think you said about the Wayne County and the Whitley County game, we're not really sure, hadn't got the score just yet, but it's going to be played right here at the friendly confines of Campbell Field. And that's the most important thing because the Hounds have played great football all season long and earned the right to, play their second playoff game right here at home, and that's very important. But, we've seen a really good crowd in the first playoff game tonight at Campbell Field, and the crowd's only going to be building as we move through the playoffs. So I expect a big crowd here next Friday night at Campbell Field, ready to cheer on the Red Hounds again as they make their march through the playoffs.
Well, and because of the RPI and Corbin able to jump ahead of Ashland in the last week of the season, if Corbin continue to win, they can have 3 playoff games here in a row. And so that's always huge when you don't have to take those trips, because when you have to take trips in the playoffs, it's not just a 30-minute drive.
That's right. Yeah,
especially in that third round. So.
Yeah, exactly. And so, again, like you said, I mean, the Hounds get to take care of business next week and earn the right again, maybe week 3, like you said, to play another game right here at Campbell Field. So things really falling into place for the Red Hound football team, as they move through this playoff and take this playoff run.
Well, we appreciate you joining us here for Red Hound football. It's always a pleasure to bring that to you every Friday night, and you can catch up on the latest information from Coach Salmons in the Red Hound Coaches Show on Monday night right here on T107 with JB and Jenny. That starts at 7 o'clock, and then our next broadcast will be a week from tonight, right here at Campbell Field, as we'll talk about the second round of the playoffs with Corbin and either the winner of Wayne or Whitley County. For my broadcast partner, JB, for Jenny on stats, Jenny Barnett on stats, and Eric Taylor back at the studio controls, I'm Jason Koger saying good night and God bless.